Welcome back, everyone. Jarrett here, hanging out, and today we will be taking a look at the difference between American-made coils and Chinese-made coils, and obviously not just the size. This is an American-made specialty coil, and this is just a standard Clapton wrap coil. But we'll take a look at a few different coils, the ones I prefer, and what actually is the difference in layman's terms with all these different coils on the market today. A lot of great builders on Instagram from all over the world, and yeah, you get your choice, take your pick and vape on them. Now, a few years back, you used to be able to buy one of these kits for about 25 to 35 US dollars, and it would come with 8 types of coils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 different coils in each one, and they're stated with the resistance as a single coil, on each one. But today it's a little bit different. And here I have some homemade coils. It goes by the name of Coil Apprentice on Instagram. And as you can see, they're good looking coils. And there are different kinds. He lists what they are on the bag here. Sorry, it's hard to get that green to focus. And he does a great job. And no, this isn't a commercial for him, because I prefer most of his coils. Not all, but most. I have them sitting in my little Coil Master tin. But again, and the descriptions are on the bag. 2 times frame staple, 2 times N80 Alien, and it tells the wraps. 2 times Suka coils that we were trying out. Staple fuse Claptons I always get from him, and Fralians I always get from him. Like these in here, they're very, very nice coils. This is the coil build I'm rocking on my Bonza RDA that I made a video on last week, and they're still going strong. American made milled materials and American made. Thanks Coil Apprentice for that. And it vapes great. Trying to get it on my lens. These here are Chinese Clapton coils, framed Clapton coils, generally made with ribbon wire or some type of framed core, and this is ribbon wire. And if you notice, I've been using this one about a week, and it already looks charred, not from the juice, but just from normal vaping. And most of the time, you don't get that near as bad. See, if it was from the vaping it would rub off. Now, I could be wrong. It's kind of like an oxidation. They're oxidized. So that's my experience with them. And here is the same build on the Icon RDA deck by Geek Vape. And I gotta tell you, out of all the Chinese coils, Geek Vape makes some pretty damn good coils, I have to say. For me personally, this one ohms out at 0.13 or 0.14, and the last one I showed you, I shrank it down to a 2.5 millimeter ID, and it comes out at 0.10, which is kind of low, but for a 2700 mechanical mech, yeah, it works. Mechanical squonker rather. And these Aliens tend to be the ones I stray towards and have him build me from the US. US milled materials generally last longer, and it becomes a game of you get what you pay for or you don't. So for me, I like to go with American made coils, and I don't mind to pay a little bit extra to get quality. And here are the famous Hmmm coils that ohm out at 0.11 N80, 3 strands of 27 gauge wrapped in 36 gauge Aliens. Perfect for a mech. And these are kind of the gold standard that people tend to compare to when they talk about homemade coils or professional coil builders. And we will be installing these in one of my RDAs this week. So we will be building on the drop RDA this week. Not to throw out any spoilers, but that's what we will be doing. And I'm pretty sure we'll be installing these Mohawk Alien coils into the drop for ease of installation. Anyways, these are handmade. And I bought them from a seller on eBay. I'm not sure the name, but if I find it, I'll put it in the comments below, or I'll link it across the screen here. The only downside, no description of the actual coils themselves or materials used, so not a big fan. It is in the bio of the coils when you build them, so pay attention there, maybe screenshot it or something so you'll have it. Just remember, if you install any coils like this, the shorter the leads, the lower the resistance is going to come out to. So there you have it, a few different coils to look at, and maybe you'll try some of them out, maybe you won't. If you get into rebuildables, then you'll definitely want to venture out into the coil world and find something that works for you. I'm just saying, I'm gonna put this stuff away. Everybody has a different vaping preference, whether you like series or you like just your standard Alien coil or Clapton coil or fused Claptons. There's so many different kinds out there to get the vaping experience that you may or may not like. Me liking a lower resistance, mostly for mechanical use, then I tend to stay about 0.13 to 0.10. Depending on the batteries used, you always want to keep your safety in mind. And let me take a vape. Tesla Invader 2.3 in 2 mode with the Bonds RDA still rocking it. Anyways, you choose a whole array of different coils, but at the end of the day, it's up to you what you like and what satisfies your needs. These kinds of coils you can use in RBAs, RDAs, RDTAs, you name it, any type of rebuildable, you can use most of these coils in it. Now keep in mind that some of them may or may not be too big for some of the decks, the way they're oriented or the way the posts are or whatever, and that's kind of something that you have to play with and fine-tune it yourself. Otherwise, this video is just going over a few different coil options and showing you the difference. Again, ones that are made in the US will tend to last longer, but if you want to save money, by all means buy a Chinese kit for 10 or 20 bucks that has 20 coils in it. Or let's see, you can buy if you want to start with small coils, buy the Demon Killer kit. I think it's from China. You can get it for like 7 bucks. It has 40 coils. That's what my brother-in-law started with, and now he's building, you know, more intricate coil builds after a few weeks. And it's just kind of trial and error. If you start out with cheap stuff, you can work up to the more expensive. That's what I did many years ago when we were just using single strand wire, like 26 gauge, 28 gauge, down to 24 and 22. The lower the number, the thicker the wire is. Nichrome N80 tends to heat up way faster than Canthal wire, and stainless steel wire, the resistance is going to be super low, like something like this here. Stainless steel 316L flat Clapton wire, which I do like, and it's made in China also by Geek Vape, but I've had the best luck with Geek Vape's wire, so that's what I like to use if I'm gonna build or wrap a coil with a cheaper wire. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. Been having issues with uploading because of my SD card and my camera, so I do apologize for that. I will start streamlining this process and getting more videos out there, getting more information to you, because that is what it's all about for me personally. Please hit that like button and share this video if you know someone that would be interested in seeing it, and I'll try to make it as exciting as I possibly can. And some of this is just rambly information, so please help me better myself and like that video. Check out some of my other videos. There will be info in the bio on how to reach me on other social platforms. Other than that, please subscribe, browse the channel, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when I upload a video. And I think I'm pretty much done here today. About to fill up my Leon Squonk box and get ready for work. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Fish fam tank on, vapors vape on.